Merry Christmas, lifers! Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today, and it's Christmas Day, so if you're listening to me today, thank you so much for taking just a few moments out of your family day to take a listen. I won't take too much of your time here, but I do appreciate that you've shown up and spent a little bit of your Christmas day with me. I just wanted to take a second to reflect. We talk so much about emotions and about what life is all about, trying to find fulfillment, trying to find happiness, and all of the other emotions for that matter. And for a moment, I just want to talk a little bit about memory. I'm talking a little bit about memory is so that you can take a second to look around. So wherever you're at listening to this podcast, take a second, look around, and just take in the sights, the sounds, the experience that's happening right here in front of you. Maybe you have a quiet time and that's why you're listening to me. Maybe not, but take a second to just look around. Look at what's going on in your home. Look at maybe your family and what's happening. And just remember this day and remember what's going on. Now, some of you might not be in a great situation, and if you're not, then having a positive attitude and looking up can sometimes be hard, right? But look around and look at the things that will shape the rest of your life. Because if you're in a hard spot, I feel for you, and I'm sorry, and I know that that's rough. But look around and understand and remember this, because someday when you're out of it, you'll remember this time and be specifically proud of what you accomplished to get out of this time. If this is a great time, look around and tag some of those memories in your mind. Remember the sounds that you're hearing right now. Remember some of the sights that you've seen today. Remember the smiles on the faces of those you love. And put those into your memory forever, because you can call on this memory moving forward if you will just commit it to your mind. So take a few minutes today, and as you go throughout the day, look around and put and commit these sights and sounds and feelings to memory, because you might want them again. And you might want them to remember so that you can either repeat it or maybe not. But either way, you want to be able to take this into account. And hopefully you have a wonderful day with you and your family. I hope that all is well in your world. And if things aren't, it's okay. Know that these moments right now, they're going to help you. They're going to help you get out of it. They're going to help you remember how you want things to be, and you're going to remember this time, and you're going to be able to share with others, hey, you know what, I remember when this Christmas wasn't so great, and now it is. But stop and for a moment, just take in your surroundings and put them in there in a box in your mind, someplace that you can remember and you can call on, you can remember this feeling. Because if it's a great Christmas right now, and if it's a wonderful time with you and your family, then you're going to want to remember it. You're going to want to look back and take some moments of time as you move forward in life to remember that one Christmas, that one time. Now, just for a second, before we go, think of one of your favorite Christmas times ever. Think of who you were with. Think of what sounds you heard, what you remember seeing, and what you remember hearing. Imagine it all, pull it all together and feel that way right now. Maybe there's a memory you haven't had in ages, and maybe it's something you can share with your family today. So go back and remember it clearly. In my family, we used to all get together in my grandparents' house. And it was a great time. The whole family would get together, and there would be tons of baked goods. Everybody'd bring stuff that they baked, especially what my grandmother had made for the family. And our family tradition was simple. We went from oldest to youngest. No, that's not true. We hardly ever did that. We let the oldest, which was my great-great-grandma, open her present first because everybody wanted to see what they got her. And then it'd start from the youngest kid, and we'd go one at a time, and everybody'd get to open their presents one at a time. It was a full day affair. We would start in the morning. Everybody'd show up. We'd eat pozole because I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that was a normal thing. It's a soup. We'd have that for breakfast, along with enchiladas and tamales and all sorts of other traditional Hispanic food. And we would sit there and eat breakfast together at the table or wherever you could find a spot. And then we'd start opening presents, one at a time. And it was great. The kids kind of hated it because they had to wait their turn. But the adults loved it. They loved watching the experience of these children, being able to have more than what they had when they were young, when their Christmases weren't so full of gifts and family. And it was a great time. And about midway through the day, we'd break out the lunch while people were still opening their presents. And slowly but surely, we'd get to the last people in the list, which were my grandparents, because they were the oldest. And everybody would pile back in because we all wanted to see what everybody got them for Christmas. And it was so fun to be there and see and experience everybody opening their gifts with so much joy and happiness. The kids would start playing with their toys, taking them out of the boxes, and getting in trouble for it because they weren't watching all the adults opening their presents. But it was just part of what happened. And it was so much fun. One by one, we'd bring in all the presents and sort them out for each person in the room. And it was a great time. We loved it. And what great memories we created as a family. So what memories are you going to remember today? If they're rough times, that's okay. My grandparents had rough times. They had times when they didn't have much. And they made it work. But it got us to those times where we had plenty. And we had a great experience. Now my grandparents are gone. And we're all off with our own families, starting new traditions. But those memories will always be with me. And they were great memories. They were fun, filled with emotion and happiness and joy and fun times. So what memories can you remember? And what memories can you make today that you can take with you forever? Anyway, from my family here at Magic for Life and my family of kids and my wife, Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have some experiences that will help you through the rest of your life and help you bring joy to your family and to those around you. So, without further ado, lifers, Merry Christmas. We'll see you on the next episode. Want more Magic for Life? If so, then reserve your copy of my new book. Get your copy at everyminutebook.com. Inside this book, you'll find the secrets to attaining the next level of performance in anything you do. Learn the secrets behind emotional mastery that'll start you on your new journey of being a lifer. Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or an artist, this book will change your life forever. Get your copy reserved today.